finishing up getting set up here. Trying to get my earbuds to connect. And it should do it. It should do it. There we go. Hi, how is everyone? Come on. What? There we go. Okay, now I'm connected. All right. Hey, Dad. Hi, Guy. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Megan. Hi, Lily. Oh, I read your Megan. I read your DM there, and oh my God, that's adorable. It's the coolest thing ever. Thank you for sharing that with me. Hey, Claire. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Grace Case. Hey, Sue. How you been, Sue? You and I, we need to have a chat, Sue. I miss talking with you. We haven't talked in a while. Hey, Live Life Whimsically. Hey, Jenny. Or Janie. Hey, Janie. Dirty Uncle Sal. What's up? Hey, Autistic Shill. Hey, Steffi. Hey, Green Worm. Totally Jaded. Heather McDonald. It might be mostly it, I think. Lisa, just Lisa. I think I said you. I don't know. Whatever. I said you twice, I guess. All right. What's up? Hi. All right. I have to work tonight, but and I know tomorrow's a holiday. Tomorrow night maybe. Hey, Sally B. I need one ear. Shut up, Siri. That's my phone. Thought I said Siri. I need one.
What would you like to know about just a D?
What was that? About just D? Siri's asked me what I want to know about just the D. Oh, God. Okay. Okay. I need one ear redone for my studs. Darn left ear goes up after 50 years, right when it's fine. Going to ask used to do it Thursday. Yeah, I have had my pierced all the way up, like 9 holes in each ear, and like just the first one is still there. Like most of the other ones are somewhat closed to various degrees. Okay, cool. Yeah, and we're going out to a buffet place, but we're going early, and then my kids should be over tomorrow. So, Dallas. Okay, yeah, I know Dallas. Whatever. Okay. I'm a Dallas fan too. Would you believe that? I don't follow football anymore. I don't care. I just don't care. Hey, Nana B. All right. So, the reason why I'm doing this particular stream, I know I said that I probably streamed yesterday, but I wouldn't stream today, and I obviously lied and I flipped it on you. I didn't feel like yesterday was like a reset. When you said it, you asked with your hair all nasty and dirty, no makeup on, not even like pimple cream or anything. That was my research day yesterday. So yeah, I didn't stream. Today though, I got up nice and early and got ready for work pretty much early because I have to be there in a few hours. So I thought I'd stream, especially after seeing this. This is weird too. Like, in my recommended, this channel like never comes up, but yesterday this came up in my recommended. I thought, oh wow, I haven't watched them in a while, so I put it on, and this just happened to be what she was talking about in the very beginning. So it's Sharrell's World. Now, first of all, I want to say that I'm not at all passing any judgment or anything whatsoever on whether or not I think Sharrell should, be friendly with Katie or be cool with her, or support her, or be nice to her. That's not my decision to make. That's Sharrell's, and I fully support whatever it is she chooses for herself. I get it. It's the rewriting of history, and she can rewrite it for herself, or she can remember it any way she feels she remembers it. That's fine. I think I remember it differently, and I think maybe many of us do. And that's just all I wanted to call some attention to, is the things that may have slipped our minds. Now, first, I'm gonna play for you just the beginning of her stream. I highly suggest you check out her stream because I'm not going to play the whole thing, obviously, and I'm not even going to play the whole Katie part. Just going to play a minute of it, or maybe a couple minutes, but whatever. So I highly suggest you check it out. And I'm going to put her link in the chat and in the description. I just hadn't gotten around to doing that quite yet. Actually, I have it pulled up. Let me grab the link now. So here's the link to her stream. And two. And paste. And there we go. So there, now her link's in the description. Okay, so without further ado, let me pull it up. And I grabbed a lot of receipts to show for our little walk down memory lane here. I'm looking at the tabs I have pulled up, and there's a shitload of stuff. There's a lot. And this I don't even think I have it all pulled up. It's crazy. Okay. So this is her stream from yesterday. It's titled Todd Chrisley Turned Him In. Todd Chrisley turned him in. I read that wrong. I think that's why I was so resolute on watching the stream yesterday, is because of how this title was worded. She's actually talking about the person who turned in Todd Chrisley, not the person who Todd Chrisley, supposedly turned in. So anyway. Wait, this isn't streaming yet, is it? Oh, wait, yeah, it is. Okay. Okay.
Hi, everybody. How are you today? Okay, so this is an intimate crowd because I accidentally, when I set up my StreamYard to let you guys know I was going live, you have to do it a half hour in advance for them to send out warnings. And I accidentally put that I was
I
going
didn't know
live
that.
at 11:30 at night. At night, okay, instead of my usual time. So no, thank you guys. But anyway, it doesn't mean what I have to say is even less important, because this is good stuff. People will have to watch it on the playback. Thank you guys. I got my banner up. Okay, so today we're going to talk about Todd Chrisley, his lover turning him in. We're going to talk about Wendy and Mia. We're going to talk about Mia closing down her IG. We're going to talk about how people are blaming Wendy. So let's talk about, no, I have to start out by saying this. You guys know I'm covering the Sharrell case. And slowly over time, I've been realizing that there's really not a such thing as friends. People are in your life for a reason and a season, and then they move on. People don't care about you. They just don't. They look at what you have and what they can get from you, and then they move on. I really don't trust people anymore, because remember how caring I used to be and gullible, and I want to help them? Not anymore. I watch who tries to get close to me. I don't let anyone in my inner circle anymore. You just have to live that way. You do. I'm not into cancel culture anymore, because cancel culture is a fad. So everyone doesn't like this person, so they want everyone to hate them and cancel them. And and if you don't cancel a person, then they don't want you. They get mad at you. And I live my life somewhere in the middle. I'm not canceling anybody. Even if you do something wrong, talk about what you did wrong. People make mistakes and keep it moving. This cancel culture is toxic. You're on this side or this side, and these people fighting.
I gotta say, throughout all this, I gotta agree with someone more than I agree with her. Like, for real.
I'm team so-and-so, I'm team so. I'm always gonna be team nobody. I'm team Sharrell. That's what I am, team Sharrell, because it turns into a toxic atmosphere. So I'm never team cancel anymore. I'm always team middle. Because, hey, this person might say something that you don't like.
Okay.
But does that mean they're not being teams? Housewives, people try to cancel me. Cancel culture is stupid. To join the mob. I'm over the mob mentality. So why am I saying that? Let's talk about Todd Chrisley. Okay, so it was announced yesterday that Todd Chrisley, who is age 53, he's not young. I'm 52, so I'm not shaming him. You're 53 years old. He got sentenced 12 years. Ooh.
I thought he was older than that. I thought he was, and not that he looks it. I just was under the impression, like I had heard or read somewhere, that he was older than that. Like at 57's coming to mind for some reason. I don't know.
Oh, so that'll put him at 63, 64, 65 for falsifying loan information. Exactly what Teresa Giudice and what was his name? And Joe did. If it's not meant for you to have that house, then don't have the house. People want these gigantic houses but now it's being reported. Let me put his picture up here. That Todd's gay lover, his name is, let me put the picture up first. Mark Bradrick. He turned Todd
I never
in.
saw him before.
Now, okay, now both men were married at the time, and this was early 2000.
I never saw him before. Now, I'm not saying that this is true. I don't know if it's true or not. I don't really care. But I have to wonder, I mean, think about it. If you were Todd Chrisley, looking the way Todd Chrisley looks, having the wallet that Todd Chrisley has, and the beautiful wife that Todd Chrisley has, would you? Just saying. You know, and I get, you know, I'm not saying that because he's a man, whatever, have at it. But would you? Like, I don't know.
Thousands. I don't know what went on in this relationship, but are we shocked that Todd Chrisley had a gay lover? No, we are not. There's a blogger, Katie Joy, told us about 2 years ago. She allegedly got information from Insider. We know who she got it. No, you didn't bring everyone into this. She told us this maybe 3 years ago.
Now, before we go any further, let me just fill in for those who maybe aren't fully aware. There's a history between Katie Joy and Sharrell. They haven't been friendly. I think they were for a second among first meeting one another, but that quickly turned, as it usually does with Katie, and they pretty much hated each other since. And they've not been, you know, very quiet about it when the time is called for it. And I'm going to recall much of that in a moment. But this is why I'm highlighting this, and this is why what you're about to hear. I mean, again, I get that she maybe wants to move past it. If she's, you know, made amends with her, whatever, that's great. I fully support that. I'm not at all talking about that. But it's the rest of that. I don't know. I don't know what to call it. I don't know.
That Todd has a gay lover. Todd went ape shit on Katie Joy, sued her, called her a liar, made back podcasts about her, saying he was going to destroy her. You're the worst person ever. This is why I don't cancel anybody no more, and I'm not on team nobody. Every time I say something about Katie Joy, people will write me letters.
First of all, I want to add too. I don't recall Katie ever saying that she had a source tell her that this was Todd's gay lover. I do recall Katie saying he was 100% gay, but that's the extent of it. I mean, and I did a keyword search on all the Todd Chrisley videos of hers. I did on the transcripts for them, and I couldn't find this being said anywhere. And there's a lot of videos, like 20 something, I think, all in all, like in between 20 and 30. What are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you hiding that? What the fuck? So yeah, like 20 something all in all. Like, I'm talking like videos where it was not part of the title, just a brief mention, whatever. And I found nothing. I searched for the word sex, affair, gay, lover, homosexual. I think that was that. I mean, some of these words came up, but never in the context of Katie saying he has a gay lover and this is that person, or even just a gay lover. So it's possible I just don't have the video. I don't know. If someone is aware of that, I would love it if you could share this awareness with me, but I can't find it.
Team Katie Joy, you stop. I don't have anything against Katie Joy. And if she told the truth, she told the truth. I'm telling you the story because it's true. She told us years ago. And I don't know what Todd was going through where he denounced her, dragged her for filth on these podcasts, called her the biggest liar and no one's to believe this woman. See, I'm a blogger. I know what that feels like. I know what it feels like when you know you're telling the truth, but these people don't want their secrets out. And so they will lie on you. They will use their celebrity on you. They will try to drag you and call you this, and then they'll dig into your background and they might say, Sharrell doesn't get along with anybody, all to cover up their dirty deeds. It's not easy, people. It's not easy being a blogger. It's not easy. And what he did to Katie Joy, like, he said the most awful things, and then all the crowd was like, yeah, get her, Todd, get her. She's horrible. She doesn't deserve to be on this planet. Get her. And you put her through all of this financially. I know what it's like to pay $30,000 a month until your case is over for 1 or 2, 3 years. Todd, you should just.
And again, I just want to say that, in my opinion, the difference between Katie and Sharrell, having sure, they can relate to having to pay these expenses to go through, defamation lawsuits. Sharrell won hers. Like, there wasn't a settlement. Sharrell won hers. But also, like, a lot of why people dislike Katie so much isn't about defamation. It has nothing to do with defamation. That's just, I think, been people's like avenue in which to, I don't know, like work through some of their ire. But a lot of it's just been the fact that she's unapologetic. She shows zero amount of humility. She just comes across as someone who doesn't give a shit. And that's the difference. One of the main differences, I think, between Katie and Sharrell.
What? And now we find out not only was Katie Joy telling the truth, Mark turned you in and was working with the officials, but he played it off and tried to act like he was forced to tell the truth on the stand. You had it out for Todd Chrisley. This world is dirt. There's no such thing as a friend. You guys used to tell me stop being too nice. You're never gonna have to tell me that again. Ever. I don't trust anybody except my family in business. No such thing as a friend. And this is a dirty, dirty business. I mean, Todd, I don't have anything against you. The truth is the truth. I don't have anything against Katie Joy. That's you guys' beef. But I'm shocked. You would go on your podcast and all the people that hated her would laugh and I hope he gets you. And you knew you were lying. Don't trust anybody, you guys. Do not.
We don't know he was lying. I don't know if he had an affair with that dude or not. I don't know. Is it possible? Sure, it's possible. But I don't know. I don't really care either. I think it's a ridiculous thing to sit here and talk about when it's a private matter, but whatever. I don't give a shit. But like, I don't recall Todd having anyone up on panel or whatever to like railroad Katie Joy or whatever. Like, I mean, sure, he talked shit about her, but I mean, when you compare the two, and for granted, Todd has a bigger platform. Okay, fine. But this was still his podcast. This wasn't like his TV show. Okay, this was his fucking podcast. I'm not sure how much bigger of a platform he had there. So when you compare, like I just said, 20 something videos that I know of that where she dragged him through the mud and defamed him and said all kinds of shit about him and his family, compared to a handful of podcasts that he just expressed contempt for her, basically. I don't think I don't know. It doesn't level up, I don't think. So anyways, I'm going to move on from this for now. This is pretty much the gist of it. And the reason why I wanted to watch part of that is because, like I said, she can, whatever. I fully support her being cool. She best friends even with Katie if she wants or whatever, just not fighting with her. I fully support that. I get it. But it's this whole like painting Katie in this picture of like she was like this wronged victim in all these years. Like she's vindicated, and that could not be further from the truth. And for that, I'm going to refer to my many tabs I have open. So first, let me check the chat here. I am very interested in the Nat conspiracy. This seems to be a very important pivot point that has no leads. All my searches came back blank. Also, I'm damn curious on this. I am too. There may be an avenue in which for me to get answers, though. I have to stay tight-lipped on it for now. Maybe. I don't know. But very, very good chance. So, well, at least try to get answers. I can't guarantee I'll get answers, but in a really good way, though, in which to, at least if I find no answers, then the absence of answers gives us answers. You know what I mean? Renell has the video of KJ's claims. Oh, about the gay friend or the gay lover? Let me pull this up. Because I searched, dude. There's a ton of, not a ton, at least anywhere between 25 and 30 videos, I think. I haven't counted them, and I think I deleted the folder, but it's still in my trash. Which I want to pull that up now. I'm kind of curious. Waiting for this to load anyways. What the fuck? You know, I restarted my computer too. Why is it so slow?
What did you say? What?
All right. Open. It's my trash site.
I know how people put call if I decide next week or so.
All right, trash. I have to wait. It's pissing me off. I can't wait. So Renell's video. KJ says Todd Chrisley's 100% guy. Yes. Okay. Yep. I'm aware. Right. Yeah. I'm aware of, and I have this clip too. It's the claim though that Sharrell makes that Katie said that he had a gay lover, and just that alone, that if when Katie said Todd Chrisley has a gay lover, I'm not aware of that. I'm not aware of her ever saying that. And then on top of that, that his gay lover was that person who turned him into the IRS. I'm definitely not aware of that. Why is this taking so long? All right, trash wants to break my balls. So here, I'll go ahead and play that. So this is from Renell's video.
And I'm pretty sure his dad is gay. Oh, or is that the Chrisleys? No, that's the Chrisleys.
Hi, beautiful people. Welcome back. Hope everybody is doing fantastic wherever you are in this world. Happy Monday.
I hope it's not frozen for you guys.
Day so far.
Screen's frozen for
Before I
me.
get into this video, you guys, my thoughts and prayers
Oh, look at this.
go out to
Trash.
everybody that was affected in Tennessee and in Rhode Island. If you would like to help or want to know how to help, I will actually leave a link in here or down in the description so you can go on and see what's needed for these people in Tennessee. And if you can, feel free. You're not obligated to, but that's the most important thing now. These people in your thoughts and prayers, because my goodness, they have really lost a lot. Disclaimer, please do not take what I say as fact.
12,
Feel free to do your own research and come to your own conclusion. Since Katie has gotten her notification or notice that she is being sued by Steve McRae and also being basically forewarned that Todd Chrisley will be suing her.
I'm sorry, I was wrong.
Seems to be
There's almost 40
Twitter
videos.
and
37
tweeting
I
up
counted. I might have been
tweeting
off one or
for
so.
weeks. Recently, she put this.
Okay. All right. I'm not going to play this right now. I will put a link though in the chat and the description. Actually, one of the mods, can you guys put a link to Renell's video here in the chat, just because my shit's running slow as hell. And I'll be sure to put it in the description when I'm done. So first things first. Okay. It's funny, all morning long, I haven't heard from anyone, but now it's like everyone's messaging me. I love it. Don't get me wrong. I love the info I'm getting. I'm seeing glimpses of it. And I want to sit there and read it right now, but you know, I don't want to be rude. So first thing, this screenshot here. Now, like I said, this is just a little brief jaunt, walk, or whatever, down memory lane of the interactions between Katie and Sharrell, or Sharrell, as well as other people around, you know, parties, I guess, whatever. So here's the first one. So here we have, oh, this was funny. The frustrating reality of being, this is, she gave this post, and I'm going to show you the next screenshot, what it says. It's quite telling. But the lawsuit that she's speaking of in the following screenshot is the one that where she was going to allegedly sue Steve and Sharrell. But first, there's this one. The frustrating reality of being in between regular insurance and not approved for COBRA yet, and having over $2,000 in prescriptions to fill for my son, with his secondary insurance refusing to pay because the system says we still have active primary insurance and won't be updated until Monday. So she had to wait like 2 days to fill her son's scripts. And she, what was it she called it as? It's because I have all these tabs open. The frustrating reality of having to wait 2 days to have $2,000 in prescriptions covered. The frustrating, see, I can't help but to think the frustrating reality that other parents feel when they don't have any insurance to cover like a $50 script or a $5,000 script, whatever. At that point, I think at some point, it doesn't matter if it's $50 or $500 or $5,000. They might as well be the same price. You know, if you don't have it, you don't have it. That to me is a frustrating reality. But okay, that's me. It's just me. I wonder if I can just do this. I don't want to have to keep switching tabs and shit. I wanted to see if I can just copy and paste the next one right over there. Copy. And we'll up here. Yeah, it does. Okay. So here's the following screenshot. This was from a chat right around the same time here. She's talking about her lawsuit when she planned to sue Sharrell and Steve McRae. I'll be paying a $5,000 retainer for this mess. Monthly retainer. Wow. Okay, then. All right. Next we have, oh, here's where she first announces her plans to sue. This was right after she dropped the TRO against Steve. This was like the statement that they all made or whatever, pretty much. This is still streaming through, right? Yeah, okay. So it says, update. The Minnesota harassment restraining order action captioned, Catherine Mansky-Paulson v. Stephen H. McRae has been dismissed without prejudice. There is a pending Minnesota civil action caption, Catherine Paulson v. Stephen McRae and Trina Rogers, that is unresolved. No further comment is appropriate at this time. Sure. Yep. And what is... Oh, that one's got to wait until after this, the next one. Where did I put that? I might not have pulled it up, actually. Shoot. The one I'm looking for now. Oh, I don't think I did. All right, so there's a post I just have to find right around here. It's of a cease and desist letter. Oh, there it is. I got it. Okay. So this is a cease and desist letter that Katie had sent out to Sharrell. This is back in 2020. Okay, here's the first one. I think. Okay, so here we have cease and desist defamation. Dear, obviously redacted. It has come to our attention that you have made a defamatory and false statement about us, meaning this is Katie to Sharrell. The following false statements was made. Quote, I just found out that Katie Joy has been reporting fake stories for views. There is no way to defend her actions. I will be putting a video within the next few days. The truth needs to be told. She needs to be stopped, end quote. She has been falsely accusing people of things for years. It's not right to just ruin. Why are there two quotes? Okay, sorry. Never mind my end quote there. She has been falsely accusing people of things for years. It's not right to just ruin someone's life so you can make money, end quote. For examples, refer to Exhibit A to the letter. The statement was Instagram and YouTube and is willfully misleading and without merit because there, capital T, there is no evidence to support that Katie Paulson willingly or intentionally ever published or planted fake stories for views. These statements are demonstrably false and slanderous. These statements seek to do harm to the credibility of the blogger in direct competition of Sharrell. The false statements that you made is reckless and highly defamatory and has caused us to suffer economic harm, reputational harm, harm to our business, harm to our character and reputation. I think that that's what economic harm and reputational harm already covered. So I feel like they just said something twice, two things twice. I don't know. In addition, the false statements has affected us in the following ways. I have been receiving threats since these statements and videos have been published. Sharrell stated she would give me a chance to defend myself, but then went live with a woman who admitted to starting a hate group, which had my address and wanted to get a bitch. Oh my God, none of that is accurate. These statements have made me fear for my safety and my family's safety. We hereby demand that you immediately cease and desist from making any and all false statements against us within 7 days of the date of this letter. Remove all defamatory statements and contents from. Sorry, just copy and then paste. Where did it leave off at? Against us within 7 days of the date of this letter. Remove all defamatory statements and contents from Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook, and publish a retraction and notify us in writing when these tasks have been completed. If you do not cease and desist within the above stated time period, we will be forced to take appropriate legal action against you and will seek all available damages and remedies. Sincerely, Catherine Paulson. So yeah, get rid of that one. And there's another screenshot here. Okay, yeah, I don't care. All right, so yeah, that was the cease and desist that she sent to Sharrell, which is interesting because next you're going to see this one. I am going to have to change tabs for. Okay, this is from a Periscope from Unirock. This is back when before Twitter did their Spaces thing, they had Periscope, which I still think is one of the silliest things ever. But anyway, so you're going to see the comments and everything come up on screen. Katie is in the comments.
People that were in the Hangout. Another one is a very big creator named Shannon Q. And then in front of, the thousands of people that watched the stream admitting to the Medicaid fraud. So then, of course, we show all these clips that show what he is attacking Katie for.
So someone had said, so KJ sending her a cease and desist didn't have anything to do with why she put a stop to it.
He is lying about.
They're talking about why Sharrell put a stop to the series she was doing on Katie Joy.
Then I show Katie's tweets. I show the stuff where Katie puts it out. Her story is consistent throughout. So in the end, what do they do when we defeat them? What do they do when I step up and blast them with the evidence? What do they do when some of their biggest donators and biggest supporters see my work and then go to them and tell them, you've lied to me for a year, I'm done with you, and cancel their donos and leave, just so you know. But I'm then is replaced by drama, this secret evidence on Katie. Not using, again, secret evidence who come from...
That's a comment by, that's Without a Crystal Ball right there, because you see at Without a Crystal Ball up top, that's her. They hid their group too. She's talking about the Facebook group. That's funny.
Sharrell's world because on Katie Joy. And he's not using against Katie. Evidence is.
Oh, that's
Secret
menace. Oh, it's menace to sobriety. KJ's cease and desist request likely led Sharrell to question working with Steve because she's seen all the hypocrite. I don't know.
Is where he tells you he's going to give you a situation. Steve promised evidence, a date. They promised a date for that evidence. Sharrell ignored 1,000 people that have asked for this.
And then here's Katie. I have never sent a cease and desist ever. That's funny. That is funny. Like that, Sharrell wasn't even the first person she sent a cease and desist to, but I've never sent a cease and desist to anyone ever. Sure. Okay. So there's that. Next. Do I run it thread now? I think I do. Okay, so here's a post from Sharrell. A tweet. Says, just found out the truth. Katie Joy has been reporting fake stories for views. There is no way for her to defend her actions. I will be putting out the video within the next 2 days. The truth needs to be told. She needs to be stopped. So then we have there we go. Now I can get this moving quicker. An Instagram post by Sharrell. After everything I heard today, I'm thoroughly convinced Katie is guilty of the accusation she's been accused of. Planting fake stories is one of the lowest things a person can do. You have hurt people deeply, and I know that that's what it says because it's coming up again. You have hurt people deeply, and you don't care. All you want to do is cover your tracks. An innocent person would show up and show your proof. I tried to help you when no one else would, and I don't feel bad about it, because it was the right thing to do. I can sleep at night. You can't. You need to look in the mirror and ask yourself, what have I become? So sad and pathetic. The video will come out. The truth needs to be heard. What are you doing, weirdo? Next we have, here's where Sharrell and John Yates had a falling out some time ago, and Katie, of course, had to, chime in on it. She even went on John Yates' panel for a bit. That was funny. I think I have that too here. Anyway, watching this live stream between Sharrell and John Yates is way too familiar. The common denominator is Sharrell. She gaslights, lies, deceives, and uses other bloggers for their sources. It's a pattern. I'm so done. I'm literally doing a watch party to react to this. I find it ironic that Sharrell and Perry go after everyone, lie about them, and then dig into other people's backgrounds, then lie to everyone about their marriage, their names, and their backgrounds. John Yates, a 90-day fiance vlogger. And then down here, come on. Don't feel the need to respond to this, Katie, but I bet this seems familiar to you. It does. She hurts people and doesn't care, then acts like she's the victim. People will say I'm being hypocritical, but I did nothing to her at all. She accused me of racism, abuse, neglect, drug addiction, etc. Then we have, all right, I'm going to go back here into. So while I was just going through the past and everything, I just thought I'd pull this up too for shits and giggles, really. So she had done this long, drawn-out post over her love of narcotics, I guess. Now, and I say it like this because I no doubt that ADHD medication has really improved the lives of so many people. It's improved my life, absolutely. But the way in which she talks about it, it's like, I'll show you what I mean. So if you support any hate channels or trolls that accuse me of snorting Adderall, you are part of the problem. Okay, I can agree with that. If you constantly troll my Twitter, accusing me of abusing a drug that has saved my life while then claiming I'm harming people, you are harming people with ADHD. No, people can say things about you without it having anything to do with anyone else with ADHD, because not everyone with ADHD takes medication, let alone takes this specific kind of medication. So let's not lump everyone, let's not drag everyone else into your fucking turmoil here. Anyway, next. Wait, was this one next? Okay, that one I did. Okay, yeah. Copy and X out, because that's what I screwed up. I didn't exit out and it fucked me up. Okay. If you think it's funny to call me a junkie and a meth head, which that's not funny, I don't at all support that, which many of you do, you are no better than what you accused me of doing. You are all hypocrites. There would be a hypocrite if we did the drugs that we accused you of doing. You're all hypocrites. They would never say this to my face. I think some would. Stimulant meds are life-changing for those that truly need it. Yes, I fully agree with that. Hold that thought. If you enjoy watching content that ridicules me, pay attention to how this theme is constantly brought up by other creators. It's false, defamatory, and it hurts people. People are afraid to get help because of the stigma attached to medications. No, I don't exactly agree with that, but. All right, so don't need that one. This one. Now here, I want you to pay attention to what she's listing here as symptoms of her ADHD. And I'm not saying that these aren't symptoms of ADHD, but I'm saying they might not be here. ADHD is not, oh, she doesn't have an attention span. For me, ADHD was so much more than that. It was racing thoughts, okay, inability to sit still, shame for saying and doing things I didn't want to do but lacked self-control, okay. It was spiraling thoughts and paranoia. It was a paralyzing fear and paranoia that everything in my life was against me. It was fear to try because I didn't think I could. It was giving up on dreams because I didn't think I was capable. It was being labeled the bad kid, the bad person, the hard to love woman. It was shame. It was isolation. It was anxiety. It was not ever feeling good enough. It was wanting to stay home, but being afraid of missing out. It was checking my social media to see who was mad at me today. It wasn't she can't sit still. It was she's always letting people down. And I just grabbed my attention because who hasn't felt like that throughout the years growing up, especially growing up, but also just even in adulthood? Who hasn't like every other day of their lives felt most of these things, feared most of these things, just thought the worst of themselves and thought everyone else was looking at them and seeing the worst inside of them? You know, who hasn't? Like, I feel like she's just explaining and listing off normal feelings of inadequacy or fear of inadequacy or just fear of never measuring up. You know, I mean, and I feel like she never learned how to the tools or whatever to maneuver your way through that, to work your way through that, to come out better for it, you know, even. Instead, she found Adderall. That's what it sounds like, but I'm not done though. Because, oh shoot, no, damn it. What did I just do? Did I copy that? I don't know what I did. Huh, okay. Stop shaming people with ADHD by accusing us of drug abuse because our meds are a controlled substance. My meds have saved my life. I no longer live in fear, paranoia, anxiety, and my brain is calm. For those of us debilitated by ADHD, these meds change our lives. Now, I realize not everyone here in the chat can properly answer this, but who hasn't, like after the first time they tried, I don't know, nose candy or whatever you want to call it, who hasn't felt their fear, their paranoia, their anxiety just float away, just fade away? Who hasn't felt their brain get a little more calm and clear and, you know, like thoughts, you could get thoughts out, you could get ideas out? Who hasn't felt like that after trying a narcotic for the first time? I feel like hearing much of this, I feel like it's just, instead of her obtaining the tools necessary to navigate through life, to learn how to deal with our own self-sabotage, she instead found the legal equivalent of cocaine and is very thankful for that. That's what it sounds like to me. And I'm sorry if people think I'm being harsh or whatever as a result of this. I don't doubt that there are people who have an overwhelming and crippling feeling of these things. But it usually rears its head and it's found like long before your 40s or even your late 30s. If it's crippling, if it's that severe. She managed to go through college, obtain a degree, travel like everywhere in the world, just about, hold jobs, make a good income, get married. You know, like it wasn't debilitating for her because she was still able to live life. Sure, it was hard. I have no doubt about that. It may have even been harder for her because of her ADHD than it was for just anyone without ADHD. I'm not discounting that. But it just kind of sounds like this was an easy way out, in my opinion. I don't know. I'm not saying she doesn't need the medication. I'm not saying that. Sure. I think that for all the first reasons she listed, like the inability to sit still, the attention span, unable to focus. Oh yeah, I fully support that. But to then just spout off and say that it's helped you do all these other things, it sounds like you're depending on it for everyday shit, I guess. I don't know how else to put it. All right, let me go check chat out and see how many people I pissed off. Oh yeah, she covers that too, the whole drinking thing on it too. Yeah, and I got a DC. I think you might be right about that too. Like, I'm not so sure that, I feel like the medication has absolutely given her confidence. in herself. Maybe even falsely so, but still, it's confidence nonetheless. But I don't think it's really quelmed the impulse or lack of impulse control or quick to react shit. I don't know. You know, little mousy girl, my doctor always said the same thing too. In fact, it was always, don't drink at all on the medication. It's not safe. Don't fucking drink on it. Not one. Not at all. Don't drink on it. But, you know, Katie has that one doctor, I guess. You know how they say the commercials used to say like 1 in 4 dentists or whatever, you know? Well, I guess Katie has that 1 in 4 fucking doctor or whatever that says, sure, you can have a drink or two on you know, prescription narcotics. Sure, no problem. And I believe at the time she even claimed to have been on Klonopin or something at the time. That's a huge fucking no for drinking. They're both depressing. Oh my God, that's crazy. Yeah, hard to love women, isolation. This sounds like social anxiety. I was severely bullied and felt to be made as if I was lazy and stupid at both times. There's so much more, not enough room to type here. I'm sorry, autistic shell. Sorry, but I'm not a fan of alcohol. Sorry. You don't have to apologize. Are you kidding? I'm not a fan of it either. I may drink on occasion, but I don't really like to be around drunk people. I'll be honest. Ironically, I'm a bartender, although I think it's because of my job that I don't really like to be around drunk people. But I also can't stand to be around like hardcore stoners either. I don't know. Just I prefer sober people, or at least if you're gonna get fucked up, like something that makes you funny, like mushrooms. I don't know. But I do like alcohol for me. It like she lists all the things there that the Adderall does for her, socially speaking, anyways. That's what 1 or 2 drinks does for me every time. Like it used to be like even tending bar was it was difficult for me to get behind the bar and be that center of attention thing, and because everyone in the bar ends up talking to the bartender. You just do. So you're kind of like the center of the room or whatever. And it was very hard for me. So like every once in a while I did a shot or something at the beginning of my shift and it loosened me up. But I can't do that now. I can't even, I don't even like to work after half a shot. Fuck that. She said she was on antidepressants, anti-anxiety meds, and Adderall, and her doctor told her it was okay to drink. Yes, I remember that stream. I do. Yep, you're absolutely right. In a stream right around that time, she listed the medications she was on even. And I forget what antidepressant it was, but that's why Klonopin comes to mind. She said Klonopin, and I thought she said something for sleep too. But I don't know. I don't really care. But it's just crazy. You can't drink on this shit. You just don't fucking drink on it. Listen to your doctor. If you're in, unless you have Katie Joy's doctor. I don't know. Maybe think twice about that. But assuming that is what her physician told her. But yeah, otherwise listen to your doctor. So next though. Wait, was that the end? Oh no, here. Oh, here. My bad. Here's the drinking one that we're all talking about. This is exactly the advice my doctor gave me. She said, do not drink to intoxication and wait until it wears off. See, no doctor's going to tell you that, sis, because the wearing off part, you're just talking about like its half-life there. It's still in your system. It's still going to affect you. It's still going to interact with other substances you consume, including alcohol. So no doctor is going to say, just wait till it wears off, then you're in the free and clear. No, they're not going to say that. It's crazy. And then she shares this. If a patient takes a short-acting stimulant, short-acting, no. Even still, short-acting is like the immediate release. You know, I even when she was talking about this, I think most people would have been hard pressed to find a physician that would have prescribed the immediate release of Adderall. And pretty much every doctor, like after like 2007, I think, just like automatically switched to the extended release. They just, depending on your need, they would, dose it appropriately, maybe 10 milligrams, maybe 50, whatever. But like no one prescribed the immediate release anymore. So there is no short-acting. Short-acting stimulant in the morning. I recommend they wait until the evening before they consider the one drink of alcohol. With the long-acting stimulant, I would recommend they wait at least 12 hours. I advise my patients to wait until the stimulant has worn off before using alcohol and to drink alcohol in moderation. See, that's crazy. That's crazy. If you look hard enough anywhere on the internet, you'll find something that supports your claim. All right, so just a couple more here. Okay, how can I pull this up? Can I do that? Yeah, I can do that. Okay. Like I said, I was going through and finding things here, and like Sharrell, I think, was attached to some of these because of some of the other maybe comments or whatever discussed in the post. But this one I think was brought up because okay, because this had to do with Teen Mom and Sharrell's World was something that she talked about. But here she's trying to get people canceled. And this is the main problem I've had with Katie over the time is the whole, and it's the same reason why I take such issue with nonsense, like the whole belief or just self-appointing themselves or, self-appointing to be judge, jury, and executioner of who should be allowed a platform for our viewing pleasure, for not their viewing pleasure, for everyone's viewing pleasure. MTV fired Taylor, whatever, after her 2012 racist tweets resurfaced. The network knew about these tweets for years, and Taylor addressed them with Cheyenne last season. MTV continued to give her a platform for another year. Tell me your thoughts about MTV now, cutting ties versus years ago. Okay. Let me just double check on this. Okay. My next question is, when will the network stand up for domestic violence victims? Oh, that's right. The whole Amber Portwood thing. Will it take a cast member dying from injuries for them to fire their violent cast like Amber Portwood, Ronnie, Margot, I don't know who Ronnie is, and pretty much all the guys from the challenge? Throwback from Radar Online when Janelle Evans called Keith the N-word. I kind of take a little bit of an issue with this because, like, she doesn't give a shit that the N-word was used, in my opinion. She's just excited that she gets to use the fact that it was used, in my opinion. But this tweet was shared by Kale Lowry in 2012, and it's literally still on her page. Taylor's tweets were from 2012 too. What's up, MTV? This is what she reposted this, okay? Like, who are you demonizing here? Are you demonizing her for reposting someone that someone else said, or what that someone else said? That's what I feel like you're being unclear about who it is you're blaming here or trying to get taken down, I guess. Here's another retweet by her. I think that these just go all into that. Let's see. Yeah, she just displays a whole lot of racist shit then after that. Yep, and she just continues just bashing MTV for allowing them on the platform, I guess. And that's right. The reason why she did this was because she was warring with Kale Lowry over vaccines, because Katie instigated an argument, went at her. Kale clapped back and said, "You act like as if you matter to anyone or your opinion matters." Like, what the fuck? And Katie didn't like that. Okay. Then we have, I only have a couple more here. Oh. Okay. See, tell me if any of this sounds familiar. Now, mind you, this was back in 2020, I believe. Oh, wait a minute. I have to make that bigger. Okay. So, she says, when was the date on this? I don't, okay. And one of the other screenshots, I have the date, but this is positive. This is 2020. So is this the group that was formed by Ashley that still is active? The one that has my address as admitted by Ashley right here, and she admits they wanted to get this bitch. That never. This group formed by her when I did a story, literally all other outlets covered. What the hell? Why is it? Okay, so tell me if this sounds familiar. Facts, since this group was formed. 1, cops were called to my home for a wellness check. People have contacted my neighbors. Photos of my neighbor's house and my block have been posted on Twitter. My husband's employer has been contacted. The group organized a spamming of Sharrell's collab with me because Sharrell doesn't delete comments, and they wanted to ruin my collab. My address has been passed around via DM with admins of the group saying Katie thinks she's safe, but she's not. It wasn't her address. It was an aerial footage of an empty lot where her house is located. And it said, she's fine with my information being shared and shit on her page, but she can be found too. And it was in a private DM. That's all I'm going to say. So you admit you formed the hate group and dipped, but didn't delete the group, speaking of Ashley, yet the group still remains because of your fan base. When I joined the group, I never even heard of Ashley. I've never one time sent my fans after you, nor started hate groups. Well, because you didn't really have fans, Also, no matter they say, I still wish them the best and hope both of them find success. And I'm just looking at the screenshots of comments here. But there's nothing really in there. Oh, it's one. I'm not angry with Sharrell. I think it's unfortunate she did this. And when I tried to talk to her, she blocked me. We never had a single argument. And she always said she really liked and supported me. Okay, so then we have the last one. Just telling me I didn't go through them all. Okay, so this is the last post I have pulled up. And this is about LB. If anyone knows the history of all this drama, you know Leslie Bass, LB, was used by this group to hurt me. I would officially like to publicly apologize to her for all the things I said, all the information I put out, and any pain I caused her. I realize now she was manipulated. I also should not have gone to places like discussing personal life issues for her. Just as she's apologized for accusing me of Munchausen, I'm apologizing for discussing her arrest and financial issues. I'm deeply sorry. Leslie is funny and talented. She really, truly could be so successful. I will not make the same mistakes by saying a negative word about others that get sucked in. I know this group is good at what they do, and everyone eventually realizes the truth. Come on. And I think this is the last one. For anyone worried about me, we are taking legal action next week. Everything related to the doxing, harassing, threats, and hacking will be handled in the courts. I wish all the best to the most recent creator dragged into this. I hope it doesn't hurt her like it did Leslie. Boy, that sounded kind of ominous, didn't it? I hope it doesn't hurt this new creator like it did Leslie. Like, bitch, you best keep in mind here. Like, that's exactly how it sounds. It's fucked up. That's how I would take it. Anyway, so there's that. Now, there's more. There's videos and shit I could pull up. In fact, maybe I will pull up one of them. What time is it? I have about an hour. Come on. Oh. Okay. Let me just do a quick search, but I do have one video, and I know I have it downloaded, so I don't even have to pull it from here. What? What? Oh, I missed this one. Holy shit. If I were Dustin, Nick, Rich, and Angelica, I'd probably cease and desist. Don't say I didn't warn you. How? I don't even know what this was about. From an outsider perspective, yeah, I'd have to refer to YouTubers such as to fully understand what is taking place, but I do hope you are all and everything works out. He knows nothing about this. No one knows more than I do right now. I have nothing to worry about. It's easy to see that the dogpiling on, I don't know, on me is pretty strategic. In my opinion, I do not, I don't know, whatever. I can't tell because I have stupid things there. Drama channels are allegedly still on a payroll, and I have a pretty good idea who is funding it this time. But what do I know? That's just my opinion. Just know everything they are saying right now might get them involved in a lawsuit they don't want to be in. If I were Dustin Nick, okay, don't say I didn't warn you. It's easy to see that the dogpiling on me is pretty strategic, in my opinion. I don't clout chase and put out narratives for influencers, and I never will. It isn't popular to tell the truth. It's more popular to lie, in my opinion. And the one lying here isn't me. You know, that's interesting because, like, even if that's true, like, I don't know. What is this? In here, directly related to the Sharrell situation. Oh my God, I forgot all about this. Someone or she had posted screenshots. Or no, John Yates posted the screenshots. It was DMs between he and Katie. This is why everyone hates her. She's incapable of speaking the truth. So in this, it looks like Katie messaged him, or no. So Katie would have been, it's his screenshot. So no, he messaged her. There were screenshots released by John Yates about me. Someone told him I have a restraining order against Sharrell. That is not true. I don't send anyone to speak to creators, and no one speaks for me but me. That's all. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Oh, that's so annoying. And then next. This is John, where he sent to Katie. Seriously, what the fuck is wrong with you? And you wonder why everyone hates you. I never released any screenshots about you, nor spoke about a restraining order. The last time we spoke, I dragged you, and I kind of felt bad after, but now I realize I should have dragged you harder because you can't seem to keep your lies together. Oh my God, that's funny. Okay. All right, I'm going to go back to chat here because I feel like I've been ignoring it. The stream is probably sucking. And I also have a feeling that people want to talk about something else, which is cool. I'm more than happy to talk about that if people want. Bye, Sue. You're probably already gone. Okay, so I can keep on this. I do have a video where she really does kind of go off and Sharrell and talk a bunch of shit and whatnot. But it's an old video. I'm sure we've all seen it. Oh, sorry. Well, I'm more than happy to play it. Or I know there's people want to talk about the nonsense stream today. I can pull that up too. Yes, I do have to work tonight. Did you see Nonsense's live early? People are upset with her and demanding receipts. It tastes wonderful. Yeah. I haven't watched the whole thing. I saw that Flava was on, or no, Flava was in the chat. That's right. Nanya was on her panel. And I don't know. I heard her stream yesterday and I thought, just like, wow, that was a chicken shit kind of way of addressing it. But today though, she faced it. So I'll give her credit there. But yeah, I haven't. Flavor was on panel too. Okay, she must have came on then after I stopped watching. But yeah, we can pull that up. I have an hour. Why does this feel like it's so bright on me? Why am I frozen? Okay. And why isn't it coming on? Why isn't my LED desk working? Is it not plugged in? Great. I love those lights. Okay, good enough. Whatever. right. So, all right, nonsense.
Why she's upset with me, and that's okay. That's fine. But I've already addressed it, completely addressed it extensively with all of my interaction with her, unless she's on other alts, which is very possible, but that's totally okay too. It is what it is. Her mission was way different from the get-go than mine ever was. Ever was. Now let's take it a step into Erica and me have never worked together. Erica and me have no past history together. Erica and me have never spoken on Facebook except through my page. People are being doxxed because of Erica and her misinformation. And they're giving her a platform to spread all of this stuff about people that have nothing to do with things. This has been a historical thing that has been happening. That's why I got in front of it. And that's why all of my interaction with her has been out front. Everything I do is on Front Street. One time, I haven't posted the proof right before or right after I said
one
something,
time,
and the internet has blown up. I have never doxed somebody. I have never touched anybody's personal life. I have never done any of this shit.
That's bullshit.
Nor would I.
That is bullshit.
I'm not a part of the drama community. I don't want to be a part of the drama community.
I'm going to call bullshit right there to the drama community comment there. It's about the not touching someone's real life or whatever. Let's see. The million times that you accuse someone of being a scammer and, you know, basically just a criminal and supported criminal or actual like complaints being made against this person based on your fucking narrative, I would say that that's about as real life as one can get. And this whole thing with you has been nothing but drama. I don't want to be a part of the drama community. But then why the fuck are you so dramatic about everything you do online? You don't have to be a part of the drama community. You are your own drama community.
I don't like addressing the drama, but I told you all from day one I would be transparent with you no matter how that fell out. I have walked us through the confusion that I had with the Dono girls and Roseanne, Flava, and all of the drama there. I had no clue what was going on, and I told you guys that. I didn't know who to believe, what was going on. I was being told so many stories. I was never a part of their group. My focus was never solely on the donations, anything like that. Again, I never even encouraged anybody to ask for refunds. But here we are. They aligned with other platforms to out that information and have stuck to those platforms. Anything that I have ever shared from them, I asked extensively if it was okay to be shared, if I had permission to share it, and if it was factual.
I'm curious.
I have never had negative.
Did you ask Letitia if you had permission to share any of the personal information that you shared of hers, like the whole financial thing that started that incredibly fucking horrible, disgusting thread of everyone just abusing this fucking grieving mother? Like, did you ask her permission for that first?
Interaction with any of them until now. And because I came out and said that I know Flava was not being truthful, neither was Roseanne in parts, it gives everybody the opportunity to dox random strangers because I said that she lied. Well, unfortunately, the truth is.
No, of course not. But I think it does kind of leave open the door, the avenues for everyone to also talk about your lies. You know, I mean, I don't know. This seems like just a big giant deflection away from that shit right now, in my opinion.
Is she did. I have told you guys since moment one, my focus was the facts. I thought she was on that same page. Granted, my mistake.
Who?
When Michelle came into this, I was also honest with you guys and said I wanted nothing to do with her. Nothing to do with her. Well, guess what? I've said it all along. There's a reason why I didn't. And no, her hands are not clean whatsoever. Flava and Michelle, and this will be posted right after this on Facebook. I tried to get the screen recording to pop up and I still might be able to get it. All I care about is the fact that people are being truthful in the Marvon story. Michelle and Flava first aligned to try and set Molly up to make Molly look worse, in my opinion. You can read the screenshots and take what you want from it. She absolutely lied to look worse, in my opinion. You can, I still might be able to get it. All I care about is the fact that people are being truthful in the Marvon story. Michelle and Flava first aligned to try and set Molly up to make Molly look worse, in my opinion. You can read the screenshots and take what you want from it.
I have a very hard time believing that. And I don't know Flava. I don't know if she's capable of doing something like that. Maybe she is. I don't know. I'm not vouching for anyone's, I don't know, ethics or whatever here. but for argument's sake, let's assume that she is capable of, setting someone up or whatever. If you're going to concoct a plan in order to do that, I think you're going to at least have enough brains to do it, to have your co-conspirator be someone who's not incredibly unpredictable and in it for their own agenda and could they're going to do whatever they want. They're very impulsive. Like, I just have a hard time believing that anyone would walk into such an elaborate scheme with Michelle.
She absolutely lied to me about her intention. I would never have been okay with trying to set Molly up on anything worse than what was already happening. There's no need for it. The BBC calls that Michelle got was Flava. They tried to pin that back on MGL, is what it looks like in the text messages. Michelle was even going to the extent of saying that she was going to take her own life during this. And supposedly, according to the text messages, she was laughing about it because she was in on it. Do I care? No. But I do care because there's so many people that jumped in.
It seems like something you should
Michelle
care about.
Because she is a very unstable, unhealthy woman. And all along, Flava was right there thinking it was fun in the games for a show. I will never get down with shit like that. Period. Point blank. End of story. I will never get down with trying to set anybody up to make a situation worse, to make trolls worse, to do anything like that. It's not okay. There's no need for it. Am I disappointed? Yes. But at the end of the day, not really, because...
Wait, what? I'm not going to do anything to make trolls worse. Dude, you're on social media under an anon fucking avatar, basically. Like, that's... And you're doing it so you can speak your mouth off about shit you don't show receipts for. That's almost like the definition of fucking trolling, I think. It's a version of trolling anyways. I mean, come on. You just how can you not fucking see this?
I was never a part of this group, the Dono Girls, their mission. I never worked hand in hand with them. I kept hearing that they were mad about stuff being shared. I had no idea what was going on. It didn't matter to me. It still doesn't matter to me.
Really?
But you don't go from trying to set Molly up with...
It sure as fuck seemed like it mattered to you when you were just spouting off about it, fucking talking about police reports and that's it. They're busted. They're being investigated. Finally, the truth is going to come out. Like, you were all about it then. You fuck.
An unstable woman as a show to make people hate Molly worse. Then you flip up and now you're going hard into Michelle's real life because she upset you. And now you're doing it to me. Because I upset you.
Who's doing it to you? No one even knows who the fuck you are.
I've not watched any of them. I've gotten clips. I have seen enough to know what's being said, what's being done. Not only have they drugged me into it, but now Erica was given a platform to bring on a person who is an alleged P to talk about me. And I've never even had an interaction with this man. To my knowledge, unless he's on an alt. Never have I spoken to that man in my life.
This seems like an awfully big reach there. Like, no, this person I don't like was given a platform and brought on someone who allegedly has been accused of something. Like, yeah, for granted, it's a heinous fucking crime. All right, fine. And maybe not want to take that risk just even over just an accusation. But it seems like you're throwing that out there for shock value more than anything.
They've used me calling out the bullshit of what Erica did. Erica has now used that to spread her hate against other groups of people.
What has Erica done? This is what I want to know. Like, seriously, like, I'm not asking or expecting anyone to respond to me in the chat here. Send me an email, something. And like, I don't mean like just fill me in on the rumors or whatever. I want to see screenshots. I want to see something that shows all the shit that this Erica has done. Like, why does she seem to have such a hate following? Like, and maybe she deserves that. I don't know. You cannot find a more fucking clear and empty mind when it comes to this than in me. So, like, just fill it up. Can you please fill it up?
And try to get them all riled up and do all of this stuff, which is happening, and they're jumping right into it. Go back a month ago. I posted a video. It's got screenshots where Molly confirms that Erica was giving her all. Erica knew who all of us were. We were all running scared. I have been saying the same things all along on Front Street. I don't give a fuck about Flava and Roseanne's drama and their group and who was doing what and who was saying what and who was taking. I have
why are you always talking about it?
when you play games like this, there's no, what are we doing?
Yeah, good question. What are you doing?
How is it this hard to stick to the facts and keep it moving? And I apologize that I let my emotion get the best of me and I didn't come out and drop the screenshots like I normally do before I even open my mouth. I apologize. That was my mistake. But those of you who have used that mistake showed your asses, because you have allowed people who I've never even interacted with to spread more misinformation on your platforms, because it's all about the drama.
I need my plates.
Nanya, are you sure? I haven't been showing really anybody anything behind the scenes because there's nothing. I mean, there's certain things being said, but there's nothing. Oh, yeah. Sorry, Nanya. Hold on. Like, this is enough, y'all.
Shit.
This is fucking enough. We're going into the holidays. People have enough shit on their plates. Sorry, grabbing it and I'm being slow.
What are these kids?
There you go. I'm sending it right now. Got you. There you go. The facts are the facts. That's it. Beeford, me too. And I messaged some of the people that I liked because of all the shit and said, look, I'm not going to be showing my face. I'm not going to be around because I don't want these people to be affected by things I do. Thank you, Jennifer. I agree. Mercedes, that's exactly right. And that's okay. Like, let them. I'm not doing these things to them. And that's okay. There you are. You ready?
I mean, I'm here.
Hello.
So, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So, first things first, this is what I wanted to say on the real issue. Just kidding. So, I understand that this is emotional for you because it's been an attack. But one of the things that you've done very well is to not act out of emotion and to stick to the facts and the truth. So, I feel like that's what needs to actually happen. That's what's going to clear things up. So, I wanted to come on and share some exact facts. I will, well, actually, I think you already have all of my screenshots and shit, but I will absolutely, maybe we could just post them on Facebook after this. If you really want to know something, I feel like everybody has said from the very beginning, trust no one. Do your own research. Look at shit and read it for yourself. You may read it and get a totally different interpretation. Wonderful. Nobody, like, this is so, I mean, honestly, I am not, well, first of all, Judy Bill is a wonderful lady, but fuck you if you think I'm a 50-year-old white lady from Florida, because you got it all the way twisted. However, back in, what was the date of that live? I want to say it was September 13th. No, October 5th. Yeah. On October 5th, Molly says, Erica is about to give her all the information that's going to send the nonsensical channel. Everybody's going to be scared, right? And it's like, oh shit, that means Erica's feeding Molly information. Well, that's going to be a little dangerous.
Damn it.
Boom. We'll post a clip on that. That's October 5th, guys.
Already posted
October 5th. This is what, November 23rd this morning?
I started addressing it over 2 months ago.
Right. You did a live before Molly announced publicly that Erica was involved. You announced, you had a live that said, in case y'all don't know, these are the behaviors. This is what has happened. Here's some of the people that she has victimized. And they came on and they told their stories. It was confusing as fuck. I understand, because nobody knew. We had to pull out the whiteboard with all the fucking names and show people, right? I get that was confusing. But the warning that was given on September 7th, 13th, is the same exact thing we're trying to say now. And people don't want to listen. You don't want to fuck ever. And don't fuck blame anybody else when you're in the middle of a fuck shitstorm. People need to be adults and take accountability for the shit that they've done.
Yeah.
Like, that's the truth of it.
No
I
idea how
didn't
these
put you
lights
in
hook
with
up.
Erica. I
Damn
said
it.
very clearly that Erica was giving information because
Wait a second. No. Let's discuss that. There are fucking screenshots of screen recording. You have a live up right now. Nonsense posted after you had mentioned something. You had mentioned something in you had gotten that super chat, right? Okay. So here's the thing. You stood by, I don't stand by Molly's behaviors. I don't fuck with her. Fuck Molly for 4.5 months. Now, if you decided to change your mind and take some of the blood money, good for you. That's your fucking choice. Nobody fucking cares. That's what you don't understand. But then you turned around. So Nonsense posts out the screenshots.
I did. I put
Somebody in Patreon has said Flavor's got nonsense information. And then you wonder why Molly's in your chat. But cool. That's your opinion. She to have that, like, you can say and have her opinion. Wonderful. That happened 3 days before anybody went live before about it. You went live and you said, I don't know why Nonsense and Molly's trying to be, because I apologize. I can absolutely, you can post screenshots and I can of our conversation where everybody has told you. We thought you apologizing was the right thing because you went real life.
I've said that.
I don't understand
we said
much
it
of this.
publicly multiple times. We agreed with you.
Who can fill me in here quick? Nonsense has now has to also be the victim. Yeah, that much I do get. I need light over here. Oh, that'll work. KJ never gave a damn about Vaughn or his family. She wanted a big story, and yep, and they wasn't messing with her, and they knew she was trouble. Exactly. Yeah. And see, that's the thing. Like, it's been my experience that some people just get like this sense from about Katie. Like, people can sense right away. They maybe they can't put their finger on it quite or whatever, but they get the sense that you don't really want to fuck with it. You don't want to be involved. Like, that was my experience. It's been a couple other people who I've heard the same exact thing from, and I don't know. It's weird though. Like, it's so weird how everyone just has like the same story though in that regard. At least, I don't know. To me, it seems weird, but maybe not. Sorry, I gotta get my nails done before work though. Flavor admitted that and that she was wrong for that. Exactly. And that's something, I admired that. Because, and when anytime I've heard her or read her talk about it and, express her remorse or whatever, there's been no excuse. There's been no rationale or whatever, and I have nothing against an apology that comes with a reason or an explanation of what led you to that frame of thinking or whatever. I get that, but it should never come as in lieu of an apology or to take away from the apology. And that's the thing with her. She's always sounding like she's taking full responsibility. Listen, I went too far. I fucked up. She could offer an explanation, but it seems like if she did, she'd just be like, but regardless, just so you know where my head was at, but it doesn't matter. I take full responsibility. Fuck up was mine, So I don't know. I appreciate anyone who can just give an apology and just let it stand without feeling the need or whatever to excuse it or explain it away or explain away fault or accountability or whatever. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being at fault. I feel like the wrong comes from when you're at fault, but you fail to acknowledge it. I've heard Nancy say a few times that she grew up in a cult. I don't remember what KJ's Duggar friend Amy sounds. I don't think that's Amy. Just wondering. Yeah, I don't think Amy would do all this. You see, and I'm not saying because like Amy's like, this, too good of a person or whatever. No, I don't think that at all. I just think that Amy cares very much about her public image, and this would not be well for her public image. And that's fine. I'm not judging her. Just that's what I think. That's what I think anyway. Vaughn's dad felt it from Katie. Yep. Mm-hmm. Not Amy. Oh, yeah, Doug, her friend Amy. No, I think she has another friend Amy or something. She does on Instagram. Some chick that I guess she grew up with or some shit. I don't know. How is this lipstick like peeling off? It's not even lip sense. I don't get it. Amber says she has their names. Whose names? So like I've heard a lot of names thrown around and who like nonsense could be or whatever, but like nothing really. I don't know. Nothing that I'm not sure how people are even making these connections, but I don't know. What do I know? All right, I'm gonna go back. The Tess's.
With your apology. Nobody
I never said you
cares
were
about
with
the
Erica all
apology.
along. That's where you're wrong. I never said you were with Erica all along. I said
No, you said no.
Oh.
Hold on. Again, facts and truth. You said on a live, I just got an email. You were mad about Nonsense's post for saying that, Molly was coming only to be your friend to get her information. You don't even know her information. But I just got this email, and Erica said she's supposedly a Scarlett De Leon. And Erica told me that Nonsense called CPS. You can check that because you're fucking...
Wait, they said I called CPS?
Yeah, 211 times.
What?
And Erica said that this person has, and that Nonsense has done this. You read the fucking email out loud on your live on November 18th. That shit is the shit that set fucking Nonsense off. And she went live that next morning, all emotional, which she shouldn't have done.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, we've had that conversation. That's not what you should have done.
Nope, I shouldn't have.
You went live. You didn't release shit.
Wait a
because
minute.
You could see what was happening behind the scenes. And Flavor was being set up. Everybody is being set up by this one person, and y'all don't see it. But you don't want to see that you reading that live on Erica, the live, you reading that email on live from Erica gave her all the validity in the world and opened you up to a fucking can of worms.
You brought a man on there that I've never had a conversation with ever, a day in my life. He's never came to me unless he's under an alt. But still, I looked to see if there was nothing, not a single thing. And you gave him a platform because you were mad because I said, I knew you had lied about stuff. You told me that you were always worried about Michelle. And then I find out that you and Michelle were behind the BBC calls, and she was saying, I'm going to, kill myself, which I just posted them on Facebook. And you guys were laughing about it, trying to set that it gave Molly number out. Why? You had to focus on the truth, I thought. Why would you tell me that you're not to that kind of stuff? And that's where I was. How sick are you people to use mental health like that in unstable people, which he is.
And here's the thing. Here, hold on. Here's the thing. Let's just be honest. Michelle is not a fucking victim in this. She isn't. She absolutely isn't.
No,
but what's the
True.
end game? Y'all can't even say, well, we want her off the internet, but you keep giving her ammo to keep going and talking about it. Because y'all keep doing lives about it. I can guarantee you, stop talking about somebody, then the little simps who are like, oh my God, poor Michelle, I just can't believe these people are doing this to her. They're not going to go on her fucking lives and watch her lives.
Yep.
That's how you cut it off. But y'all keep going and going and going. What's the end game then? Because if it's not for her to off herself, or not for her to hurt herself, or not for her to permanently go away under some type of charge, what's the point? Oh, she's lying. She shouldn't be lying to her people like that. Okay. Molly's a fucking liar. Everybody, well, I'm not going to say everybody. Most people are liars on the fucking internet.
Yep.
So do some lives about those people. Again, 100%. And I'm going to say it publicly. I've already said it to you, Flava. I've already congratulated you privately before
That is
all
weird.
this happened, but you don't want to talk about
Hey,
that. You just want to talk
I have
about
a question.
the fact I asked you for proof and receipts when I questioned you and Roseanne. But it's all good.
So, to anyone's knowledge here, when you get an email, like you pull it up on your browser. Now, if you were to take a screenshot of the email and you have the beginning of the body of the email where it says, dear so and so or whatever, but then like in the screenshot you get part of the like, I don't know, the subject line or the to, the from, the CCs, exact. You get part of that in the screenshot. What's going to be the last line in that top part? Is it going to be saying that it's an email to you? Or was the last line going to be the subject? I mean, at any point in time, has anyone seen where the last line was just where it said to, like, to Aaron, at Slayer Utica or whatever? And that's it. And I imagine like every browser is a little bit different, or I mean, every email server, whatever, is a little bit different. But I'm pretty sure that that's kind of universal. Like if you take a screenshot of an email you have opened on your browser, on your desktop, you're going to have like the from, the to, or the from sent to CC, whatever, but subject is going to be the last one. And then it'll go into the email's text. I wonder why in the screenshot that's not the case. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? Might be nice if I get in the right chat. Okay, I'm going to go back to the stream.
So I will say it publicly. Congratulations on your monetization.
Okay.
I think it's amazing that you get to have a page where you get to tell your story,
Really,
talk
Dash?
about your history,
Okay.
connect with people. That's fucking
Let's see if I
amazing.
can do that.
Good for you. I ain't mad at it 100%. I don't knock nobody's hustle. That's not who I am, and you should have known that from the get. However, when you get on a live and you say everything that Erica has told you, before Nonsense said shit about you being involved with Erica, you went on a live and said, Erica told me, which involved you with Erica. And what did I say to you, Flavor? Let's talk about that. I said, you're fucking around with some fucked up people. And I promise you, you need to be safe. And I pray for you and your family's safety. Good luck. Nobody's mad like that.
They were a part of those lives back in the day with Erica being talked about. Everybody knew, like the people that supposedly had the same focus. And no, Flavor, I'm not confused. I said Michelle was in on that. I said Michelle was in on that with you. You were the one making the calls with the voice changer. And people were so pissed and thought Molly was behind it. And they jumped in to protect Michelle because they thought that Molly had given her phone number out. That's where you're missing it. You went real life on Molly doing things like that, which again, you've apologized for.
Shut up about that. Oh my God. I'm sorry.
And then when the going got tough, you switched up and now you've done the same thing and gone real life on Michelle. She
may have a point in, calling out the real lifeness. Me personally, and I know this is a me thing. I just have a hard time taking her claims there seriously, considering what she's done. I don't know.
Here nor there, not my business. I don't care. Keep it away from me. But you kept saying behind the scenes, you were saying that I was bothering you, or I don't even know what your fucking issue is with the fact that I was posting stuff after asking you guys numerous times for clarification if I could post stuff. And that's petty shit. But that's the stuff that it's just honesty. You don't like me? Good. You didn't? Good. That's okay. Nobody cares. But you set up so much shit, all while telling us your intention was the truth and just the truth. And what Molly was doing was horrible.
And I hope, and Nonsense, I agree. Jacqueline said Nonsense.
And I'm sorry.
Candace being open for him with.
Who the fuck is she to talk about setting shit up? I mean, she herself admitted in her streams about how she purposely let misleading information slip to see if Molly would actually listen to her streams, or to see if Molly took the bait or whatever it is she wanted to put out. She wanted to excuse her, whatever. She purposely put out misinformation, knowing that her viewers were going to hear it too, and that people would talk and it would possibly get spread around. But she purposely did that, regardless of all that, because her main goal was to get Molly. That's a setup, is it not? So just stop.
Without prejudice, and let the accused explain themselves, please. Here's the thing. Me personally, it's your page, so I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I think it's a come up. It's a have a conversation. But here's what we're not going to do. So yesterday, 3 people were doxxed on Flavor's Live by Erica that have absolutely nothing to do with me, Nonsense, or Bluntessa. So to me, Flavor, if you want to come up, you're going to speak on what you've got going on, not anything that Erica has repeated to you or said to you. Speak on your experience. That's my only request. If you choose to let her up, that's my only request.
Yeah, no, I'm good with that. Let me drop the link right now. I'm totally good with that. I'm just not going to do an 8
Oh shit!
Up, we're not doing the whole.
Yeah, no.
So Dash X says Nonsense sat on panel with a lady who is a real life neighbor of that Erica lady and put all her business out there, and this lady was apparently arrested for real life stuff with Erica. Come on, Nonsense. Holy shit. Yeah.
No, it's not no jumping everybody. No,
yeah,
no.
We're not doing that. Shit.
Don't
we're
look
not
good.
in that shit, period. This is for Flava and Flava only for now. If she wants to. Again, she doesn't have to.
Beefers, I agree.
It's just stupid. It's all gotta here's the end of the story for me. I'm moving and pivoting away from all this real life BS, period. 100%. I'm ending it here. I posted what I'm going to post. It's out there. I'm done. Now you guys know why I was upset. Because
Carrie, that's been my whole argument too. Carrie says, you can't do your own research if there's nothing to look for. They show nothing but make claims about everything. Then when you do research and ask questions, you're blocked and called a troll. See, that's the thing. How can you do your own research if when you, in one sentence, you say, well, I got all this shit in my inbox. I got a ton of proof and evidence, but I can't share with y'all. I just have to keep it. You guys go do your own research. How the fuck can we do our own research then if you have all the fucking shit that we need to find in our research, but you refuse to, you're not going to put it out there. Don't tell us to do our own research. Tell us just sit tight and wait or something. Okay, that would make more sense. But go do your It's almost like, go ahead. I dare you. Come and get it. That's almost what it sounds like. Fuck. Which. I mean, if you're throwing out challenges, no, maybe.
I've never been okay with, it's in the chat. I've never been okay with any of this stuff. I've always said, if we're going to do this, we've got to be transparent. It's all got to be out there because what they've done to the story is horrific. And that's been my focus. Again, we don't care about the drama. We're addressing it because it has to be, so it can be shut down and moved on. Because now people that are not involved, like Nanya said, they're not involved at all, are having their information put out there all over because somebody got upset.
So Flavor says she doesn't want to come up on panel. That's fine. If you don't want to come up on panel, we respect that. Here's my request though. Okay. So I can tell you, and I'm only speaking for myself, I came to you directly before any of this shit happened. Now, if you choose to leave it on red, don't read it, you got so much going on, then you can't be mad about it when it gets spoke about publicly. That's my personal opinion. You don't have to agree with it. You don't have to be with it. Here's the thing. Y'all want the drama? Go have the fucking drama. You want to do videos on Michelle? You want to do videos about your life? You want to do videos about your history? It's your fucking page. You're more than welcome to do it. What I ask though, and this is for any and everybody, what I ask though is that you be careful. Legit, yesterday in your chat, even your subs were telling you, this person is in the comments saying he understands that he has peed somebody. That was 30 years ago, and he was given forgiveness, and they need to get over it. And then you were like, yeah, sure, come up on
This
panel.
was a couple months
Please,
back.
I beg you, do your
Dash.
research first before you go.
Sorry. I'm looking at the comments here. So what I just read about nonsense being on panel, apparently this was a couple months back with Erica's neighbor. This was a couple months back. Nonsense said she was her neighbor. The live should still be up. I don't recall anything about an ex-husband, but the neighbor and Nonsense are a longtime friends, they said. Oh. Well, and where was this, Florida? The woman also said she was a neighbor and detailed a terrible tale in legal fights. I think I just fucked up my nail polish. In legal fights, I was floored. Why did Flava delete her live with Erica yesterday? I didn't know she did. Just for my misunderstanding, I'm pretty sure Amber had something to do with that. What are you talking about? KJ was assuming not that she knew anything. She said, I think he's gay 100%. I unsubscribed from Sharrell and Perry, and I did like them, but when they went in on Molly, it was totally okay. I mean, I don't know. They probably could have went about it a better way, yeah, I guess. But I mean, but I don't think that they were out of line by giving Molly some shit over the whole. Because what was it Molly said? I forget what it was. Like, making this all about race or something like that. She was putting down like the whole. Not that the whole Marvin situation was about race, but that people were pointing out the racial. I don't know. Whatever. Contribution, I guess, to the whole issue. And I think that was a very correct statement. I think it was a very correct thing to do, was to discuss the whole, racial inequality or the whole racial effect on this situation. So I don't think they were wrong for that. But it doesn't matter what I think. I hear your opinion. Cool. I don't recall offhand where they said they lived. It was the same live I asked Nonsense about the supposed narrative we're spreading. None of us knew who Erica was, though it was strange. Yeah. Erica seems to have it reminds me of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Now, if you know the series, you know that Buffy's sister was never really her sister. It was like, and the way they introduced her was the way the whole storyline of it was like, you're watching the episode, Buffy's an only child, and wham, there's her sister. And you're like, what the fuck? This is how I feel like Erica was introduced to the community. Like, there was just all of us doing our thing, and then wham, Erica's like right there. Like, there was no lead up or anything. It was nothing. No explain, just nothing. Just, here's Erica. She's been here all along. Like, what do you mean you don't know Erica? She's been here all along. What are you talking about? Like, and you're like, what the fuck? That's how I feel. Yeah, I see. When I listened to the live stream yesterday on Flava's channel, and I'll be honest, I mean, Erica's does sound genuine. She does sound convincing with her arguments, and with the Cranes there in chat, they were pretty much backing up the claims she was making by the very fact that they were responding to them. So they're giving her claims some validity by them taking them serious, by them taking the claim seriously. So You know, like, because I feel like if she was just completely, totally full of shit and talking about me, and I'm sitting there in chat, like, yo, what the fuck are you talking about? You know, I wouldn't be like, oh, well, that's because you did X. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be giving it any kind of validation. So. Erica's in PA. Okay. I have no idea if Erica posts under a different handle. I imagine so. We all, I think, do a little bit.
Head hard publicly into that. That's my suggestion. And you don't have to take it. It could be whatever. That's fine.
They're not.
I have no issues with that. But please, like this real life shit, I don't care what anybody does. Honestly, you want to do that, cool. But for those of you who have channels, and for those of you who want to get into it, it's all good. You can do it the right way. But you need to know that there's a certain level of YouTube, and T and I actually were talking about it last night. There's a certain level of YouTube that is just on a totally different side. And when you surround yourself with people who, you know, when you surround yourself with people who make choices to go real life in any impact, calling CPS, calling adult protective services, exploiting children, exploiting people's tragedies, anytime you surround yourself with that, you are making a choice that opens up your home, your life, your family to the possibilities of those things. That's my only, and again, this is my fucking personal opinion.
I'm going to argue that if you're going to start a channel on YouTube, that alone is opening your life and shit up to all these things. And I mean, can we stop just freaking associating all channels with who they get along with? And I don't mean like even like friendly and hang around with and constantly do projects. I mean, just not fight with. Like, just because a channel is not fighting with another channel doesn't mean that they are guilty of all that other channel sins. You know, I mean, it's like these fucking purity tests.
Opinion. It's not pointed towards anybody. It is to anybody who makes a page that may not know that. There's a lot of newer pages. We are new, and this is not my page. I am a new subscriber, commenter, whatever to YouTube. That's just what I've observed in 4 or 5 months of being here.
You can talk, Flava.
Okay, first of all,
sorry. I'll go on
about the whole ordeal with calling Michelle. It was a joke. It was a skit. I never said it was Molly that put her number out. Maybe the chat did, but don't put that on me. It was a skit.
Thank you.
Joke. Secondly, about the whole Erica situation,
I want to put this out there. And I want to. I've been thinking about whether or not to do this. I'm just going to do it. I want to put out, I'm going to do it publicly or whatever, because I just feel like this, I don't want to do things behind the scenes or whatever, even if it's normal shit. I don't want to do it behind the scenes. I want to keep it all out in the open. But I want to put out a public invitation to Erica to come on my stream and to answer questions. And I don't mean like questions like you're in the hot seat. Like, help us understand all that has transpired up until this point, because we are all very new to this whole debacle. Okay. So, and what better place to get our answers than from the person, you know, that it involves. And I suppose, I mean, I maybe I will put this invitation out to other people involved, but I don't even know all the other people involved at this point. So I wouldn't even know who to invite other than Erica. So I'm starting here with Erica. Although I want to just say right off the bat, though, like, I'm not... I can't tell you how to answer questions. I can't. But I'm just going to say that I'm not, anything that comes back with just like a story or whatever, I'm not going to take it to heart, because it's just, and this isn't Erica's fault. This isn't anyone's fault. I think it's just the way things go on social media here. You get so accustomed to people being full of shit that you just can't really believe or take anyone seriously without shit to back it up. So like, I'd love to see any and all screenshots, videos, whatever, all kinds of shit, whatever. I just want to put the invitation out there, and I want to just just explain briefly just what it is I would like to see with the answers. Maybe again, it's up to her. She can tell me go shit in a hat, and I wouldn't blame her. So obviously it can't be tonight. You know, I have to work, and tomorrow's Thanksgiving. But over the next week, maybe. Probably next week.
I never knew anything about this woman.
You didn't say we set it up so that now Molly has gave her number out. That wasn't you that said that?
Where is it at?
In your screen or in screenshots from your chat?
Where is it at?
It's posted on Facebook. I posted it on Facebook. You didn't, that's insane.
I will go and check. At that time, first of all, Who wasn't mad at Molly? Who wasn't mad at Molly?
I'm not mad at you for being mad at Molly.
Molly got on there and said that it was Michelle that gave her number out. Then she said it was Kayla Joy that gave her number out. I mean, so what's
I'm not mad about the number stuff. I'm mad about the fact that you went so hard trying to protect Michelle.
I did, and Michelle threw me up under the damn bus. She accused me of everything. It was hurtful.
But you were a part of the setup with Michelle. And
what setup? What setup? I did not tell Michelle
What setup?
on that link when she hopped on Molly's live and got up there explaining about a damn rope. I had nothing to do with that. Michelle wanted all this attention. She created her channel. I was not a mod for Michelle the first time she started her channel, her first live. I was not a mod for her.
And I'm looking at the comments here and shit too on the side. Like here, Flava has stirred things up to keep the drama going. Like, what if she did? I mean, it's the drama community. I think that everyone, Christ, the fucking most of viewers do that, I think. I mean, I don't know. It's like, this whole thing just reeks of like mob mentality, and it's being led by nonsense. And that can mean two things.
So how was I behind a setup behind Michelle in all of this? Just because I said I did the BBC calls, that gives y'all enough to accuse me of a setup for Michelle?
I said that you lied to me and you were in on the setup of the BBC calls and you tried, and it's in text messages again, that the intent was, let me read it verbatim.
I mean, but still, how does that give you right to accuse me of setting Michelle up? Because
What's a BBC call? Oh, you poor innocent creature.
want to see her ass herself on live.
So first of all, there were a lot of statements that were made to anybody who is doing that contact. If you took that personally, I feel like that's not on us, that's on you.
Nobody's attacking anybody. Right?
I was already through.
So tell me this.
I was already through in the mix. When you threw me in the mix and put me out there with Erica and all these other people that I have nothing to do with.
No. You put yourself out there, Flava. You did a live. You're the first person who mentioned that you were in contact with Erica. Nonsense.
Why? Because Erica got in touch with Crusty because she wanted to speak to me.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know what happened.
What does that have to do with it?
I'm telling you what the video shows.
That does not give nobody the right to say I'm in on with Erica.
Don't talk over each other, please. I hate that stuff. Hold on. What I said was, the first live I did that I mentioned to you was when I announced that Molly had somebody in her Patreon that was saying that you knew who I was.
I'm watching the chat because I want to see the person who asked the question was BBC. Sydney was her name. I want to see her response to the answer, but she hasn't responded yet.
Coincidentally, and you know as well as I do, which maybe you have changed your mind, but of course that was going to put heat on you from Molly. Like her, oh shit, here we go. And it did happen. And we saw it. And I was laughing about it. And I even said, I don't think Flava even knows. I sent you the post in your inbox. I have always said, if you had questions for me, come directly to me. Ask me.
No, you know good as well as anybody else. Even if I did know who you were, I would not tell Molly Golightly shit about who you are. Just because I apologize to her about calling her son school does not mean nothing. I would never be in cahoots with Molly. I would never be Molly's friend.
You put yourself with Erica. You didn't even attempt, and you knew about Erica because I'd been telling you, like, look, I don't know what all this is about. Like all along, you knew about Erica.
Hold
on. Let me say this once. You got upset on a personal level, not even with me. You were upset. I understand that, and I don't care. But then as soon as somebody was stirring the pot and thought they were going to, give you all this background, here comes Erica. Why do you think Erica swoops in on all of these times? She did it to Molly too. She was a source of misinformation. Again, all of it's already out there. You knew this. You knew. And then you take that, and not only did you take it and run with it, she sent it to and you're not the only one that did it. There's other people that have taken this and ran with her information and put it out there and so on and so forth. The anti-caters, they've all done it. I've shown all of that. And you know that it's been a problem for all of us who were like, what the fuck? That's not true.
I said, until Erica can show some proof, I will not believe her on nothing she says. Did I not say that?
I don't know, because I honestly only watched clip, or I got
I'll be real. You said it, but you said it after Erica had spewed all these lies for about an hour. Well, maybe 35, 40 minutes, something like that, right? But you have to understand, right? So here you are letting her talk and you're asking questions. Now I'll give you that. You ask like, wait a second, I'm confused. How does this tie back in? And you're like, oh, I can connect with that because that's the same experience I had. I'm not knocking your experience. Your experience is yours.
All right.
However,
things get interesting, I know, when the cranes come in the chat. So I'm going to skip ahead to that. That's cool with everyone. I'm looking here. I see VC Crane at like 54 minutes what I just saw it somewhere. Yeah, 56 minutes. 54 up there. Okay. Wait a minute. Weren't they in the chat more than that? Unless maybe I'm thinking of Flava's chat. I could be thinking of Flava. Oh. Doesn't Erica come on too? I thought. There's no chapters, is there? Nope.
There's other people in your chat that don't have that critical thinking, right?
Drama between, and I still with the Roseanne stuff with you and her, all of that stuff. I just want it to, as far as me, I want to stick to the facts of what has happened to the story, and that is where it's at for me. And I need to pivot, because this is only making everybody further crazy. Do you agree? Like all of the side drama and stuff, and then here you get into Erica shit. And Erica, please listen to me when I say this. If you go against her, you'll be her next one, because that's what happened. I tried to play nice with her. And not play nice with her. I tried to, like, I knew what was going on. That's why I posted all the screenshots, everything, and just walked it through with her. But when she's given an opportunity, and she's been doing it with Molly all along, there is common factors in this that hit every part. It's Molly, Erica, and the misinformation cronies. And you know exactly where that goes. They continue. And that's where it got bad, is because Erica used the first little time to jump in you. And she didn't even come at you over me. She used your platform to go after a completely other groups that she's had problems with in the past. Not even me. Like, she's talking about I've never had interaction with her history. She used your platform to now bring in other groups on Facebook and put you in the middle of it. Do you see what I'm saying?
Oh, but I can get that all in the book. Like I told Big Al Crane and the other lady Crane that came on my channel yesterday, like I told them, I just wanted to clear my name and show that I did not know none of these.
Yeah, I know,
prior to
Jujubee.
this situation or none of that, because that's what I took from what you were saying, that me and Erica.
So let me show you. So let me.
She says you can delete your comments out of a stream after the stream is ended. Yeah, I know that. That's why I thought that there were more happening in the stream, and that's why I was noticing, like, why aren't they there now? If they're not there now, then they were deleted. But so yeah, and you often, I mean, usually when it's done after the fact, it's done by the person who left the comment, not the person that, like, the channel. I never deleted anything after a stream ended, so I would assume it was by them. All right.
Let me show you what that danger does, right? So here you have a Shira Spirit, which I believe is from your page, Flavor. Correct me if I'm wrong. So she says, Scarlett De Leon, talk to you later on. So the same bullshit that Erica spewed on your live yesterday, now you got people here thinking it's funny. So I don't know who the hell Scarlett is, and I feel bad for her.
That's who she tried to tell me who nonsense was. It's crazy.
No, I know, but that's what I'm saying, Flavor. This is my point, right? So now you have a person who has nothing to do with any of this, may not even be on YouTube or anywhere else, and now their name is thrown into it, and they don't have nothing to do with it. That's crazy.
But that's what I took from when Nonsense said that day, that me and Erica were in cahoots, and me, Erica, and Penelope were in this all from the beginning.
No,
that's what I took
I
from
understand why you did it. I don't agree with it, but I understand why you did it. I'm not saying I don't. What I'm asking is, moving forward, right? If somebody comes and says something to you about somebody else, don't speak on it until you got those receipts, because it's dangerous. That's all I'm trying to say. You know, again, I'm gonna keep repeating it. You and I have never had no funk before this, and for me, we ain't gonna have no funk after this. I have no issues with you. I just want you to be safe and successful. That's it, and that's all.
I stated that I told Erica and everybody else, look, you can't come to me and expect me to believe your words. And yesterday she started sending me, my phone was going off 1,500 times. I was on the grocery shop, sending me a bunch of information.
No disrespect, Amethyst, can you please block Bombshell?
I'll do it.
I don't have access to do it while I'm in here. No disrespect to anybody who supports her, but I'm 100% behind Savage in blocking all the tragedy pimps. So I'm sorry, it's Savage World Order. Okay. That's my own personal thing. I'm sorry.
What was that?
So I'm sorry. Respect.
And everybody else, look, you can't come to me and expect me to believe your words. And yesterday she started sending me, my phone was going off 1,500 times. I was on the grocery shop, sending me a bunch of information.
No disrespect, Amethyst, can you please block Bombshell?
I'll do it.
I don't have access to do it while I'm in here. No disrespect to anybody who supports her, but I'm 100% behind Savage in blocking all the tragedy pimps. So I'm in here. No disrespect to anybody who supports her, but I'm 100% behind.
Why is what Flavor does or say any of your business? Just curious. Seems to me you are hell bent on everyone hating Molly, and I don't know why really, but you can't control anyone. Just saying. Who is Bombshell? Why do they dislike her so much? I'm curious now. See, I never would have inquired about her until Nanya just asked to have her blocked. Now I'm curious.
And Savage in blocking all the tragedy pimps. So I'm sorry, it's Savage World Order.
Tragedy pimps.
That's my own personal thing. I'm sorry.
Can I apologize to you first and foremost, though, because what you just said, that you were upset with me because you thought like I was going behind your back, or, you know, picked Roseanne over you and didn't find you credible. That's not it at all. I told you since day one, trust no one. And I was very honest with you when I get warnings about random people. I would come to you and say, look, this is who I'm being warned about. And chances are, a lot of the times I was like, they're saying this, but they're not showing proof. So just keep your eyes open.
But no, it's on live though that you did say, Roseanne, I'm sorry, you were telling the
I
truth.
did.
Was lying. You
And
did say
here's the
that.
thing,
I did.
I agree with that statement.
Yes.
Roseanne said from the beginning that your whole purpose was to get your own YouTube channel. She
Yeah.
could not show proof of that, so I was like, absolutely not. Flavor wouldn't do that, and then boom, here you are with the channel. So it was like, well, shit, Roseanne was being honest when she said that. She didn't have no proof of it, so we couldn't stand behind that at that time.
But that wasn't my agenda. There's never been my agenda. My agenda was to come on here and try to stop what was going on with the Von McCray situation. Then I got tied in with Michelle, and she started lying about every little thing that she could about me. That's what made me get my own platform so I could speak about what she was lying to me about. I never came into this wanting to get a YouTube channel.
So
that was not the
I'm
case.
just speaking on the screenshots from your chat was showing that you wanted to start a channel with them, with the Dono Girls, right?
Oh, yeah,
And again, it doesn't really matter, even if that's what you started out to do or didn't start out to do, right? The truth is, and the fact is, Roseanne said that was going to happen, and it happened. So when we said, Roseanne, there's no way, you're lying, we were wrong.
But you said Roseanne said a lot of things about me, not just starting a YouTube channel. You said that everything Roseanne said about me was the truth.
I don't think she said everything.
No, I
I'm pretty
didn't say
sure she said there was a lot of stuff that Roseanne said that turned out to be the truth.
But I still said there was lies on both parts. Like,
Yeah.
and that I don't even know. Here's the point. That I don't know what your guys' issues were in your group. Granted, I can look and see but I don't care. Flavor, that's here nor there. What you guys are going.
So then she's in the group, right? If she can look and see, then that means she's in the group. Let's see. I want to see if she is in the group. Let me see.
The only reason that this even I wanted to address this head on is because now we've got another person, once again, Erica, who is involved in this, that is going to, her target was me because, and you can see this, I put it all in videos, all of her screenshots with every interaction I've had with her is out there. And you know this, we've talked about her before, me and you have. And then she sees an opportunity that maybe there's, me and you are on the outs or what they think is the outs when I didn't even know there was a problem at first. Like I thought Molly was in your Patreon. So where does she come? She comes swooping into your chat and says, oh, look, I'm an email. And she does it to everybody. And she's not the only one that does it. But then what happens? Then you have brought her on and she spread all this misinformation about 3 random strangers who potentially, one of them, especially depending on, could, who knows what could happen from that. Then she bashed to use your platform to bring in another entirely different group of people that she's had issues with for years. And as soon as you see the light and try to pull back, she'll do the same thing to you. It's historical. She does it to everybody. And that's why I try to get ahead of it before it even happened months ago, because it's always been a disaster. I don't want any harm to you, let alone.
All right. It's 3:40. So I am going to wrap this up. But before I do, I wanted to read something real quick. And I'm not going to show it though, because it is in a private group. I just want to read. And this is like my issue with a lot of this is like, and this has been my issue since the day I came on YouTube. Like, why can't people just like whoever they like? Watch where they want, follow whoever they want. Why do we have these purity tests and everything? And okay, thank you. And why are we holding everyone accountable for everyone else's action, for other people's actions? And in the group, in Flava's group here, where is it? There it is. Okay, she changed the name of the group just recently. And because the name of the group used to be like exposing the fraud in the Von McCray case, something exposing Big Juicy or whatever. And now it's exposing scammers. Basically, it's saying it now exists to expose like all scammers, not just tunnel vision or whatever. Because I mean, if you're going to have tunnel vision on one person, you're claiming to expose them for scamming. You're not. You're just exposing that person because you want to expose that person regardless of what they're doing. But if you want to expose scamming, then you expose scamming. But she explains how and why she accepted Molly's apology or whatever, or no, why she gave an apology to Molly for having called her son's school. And I'm not going to read it verbatim. I'm just going to skim through it though. But let me address everyone who's believing this narrative or whatever. I'm not in any secret group or participating in a friendship with Molly. I owned up and apologized to her for one reason, and that was for calling her son school, because I should not have gone real life. If Molly chooses to come into my live stream and super chat, I don't have a button to deny it. But the whole conspiracy that has been thrown out that I'm in cahoots with Molly is beyond belief. And I associate with a lot of women that she does. We have a lot in common. So we're going to cross paths, in other words. Doesn't mean I fucking sign off on all her shit, basically. And the comments, though, like someone says, but you accepted money from her To me, that's like blood money after all that woman has said and done. You took from her dirty hands. That's the part I can't get past. Whatever about an apology about her son. But to then go on and accept a super chat from her, now that's low. All the members who supported this group for months, caring about Marvin and wondering what the whatever was going to do next to collect money off him. And here we are. I want to say, for one, this is kind of like the byproduct, though, of a dangerous fucking narrative that has nothing to back it up when you want to sit there and paint someone as scamming and exploiting and whatever. You know, and that's a lot of what nonsense really did. But she just said in the comment, though, you can't deny a super chat. You can send it back. That's what you can turn around, go into their stream and send them a super chat back. That's all you can do. So really, why is this person giving her shit? And then so someone else goes in and tells her how she should handle it. I understand you can't decline super chats when they're given, but if it were me, I'd speak up in that moment and tell Molly that you stop sending me shit. Like, you know, make a public spectacle of it. Like, that's going to make things better. I don't know. Just that seems redundant after having apologized. But like, all right, these are about super chats. And then I'm not really sure. The problem is you are blaming the narrative on nonsense, as if your own viewers, subs, members of this group don't have minds of their own and are being blindly led by nonsense. You kind of are. The narrative is actually being led by Molly Golightly through her manipulation of your kindness toward her, acting friendly toward you, and sending those super chats. It is the very height of disrespect toward you when she bragged in your own live stream the other day that your mods were her Patreons. Think about it. Who's here? She tosses you some bread. See, like, you're putting your own shit onto Flavor here. Like, what the fuck? Like, I feel for Flavor. I do, because, you know, she's trying to do the right thing. She's trying to just be like a middle of the road fucking person, which you should be trying to do as a content creator. And like, everyone wants her to fight their fucking righteous fight. And that's a lot to put on someone. Maybe not do that. Okay, on that note, I'm going to wrap this up. Let me check chat real quick. Hey, Jess. Yeah, also why turn down free cash. Exactly. Like, don't tell me what I should or shouldn't accept money-wise, you know, when my kids want food in their mouths. Like, you gotta fucking replace that now. I meant to Aaron, I'd never voluntarily bartend on Thanksgiving Eve. Yeah, I agree. I'm an idiot. No, well, honestly, I did not volunteer either, but it's just the way the schedule worked. And in fact, this night is so busy that almost everyone on the schedule is scheduled at some point today. I think there's like 3 people who aren't, something like that. Oh, I'm not looking forward to this. But my pocket will be happy when I get out. So on that note, I'm going to wrap this up. Thanks everyone for being here. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving. I probably will live stream. I want to see if my daughter will join me tomorrow night on a live stream. She's home. So yay. Oh, I'm so happy. But thanks for being here, everyone. And I will see you guys tomorrow, and have a great Thanksgiving. If I don't see or talk to you before then, be safe. If you're going out tonight, please don't drink and drive. Be very safe there. Take an Uber, whatever. Just get home safely. But have fun. All right, guys. See you later. Bye.